Hello, everybody, and happy Monday, or more importantly, happy Valentine's Day. My name is Bree. I am going to be your moderator for the day, and I am honored to be joined with Psychic Kerrigan. Kerrigan, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How about you?
Awesome. I'm doing good. It's Valentine's Day, and we're starting the week off strong.
That's right.
Okay, really quick before we dive into any of your questions, I already see them pouring in. I just want to go over a couple of ground rules that I have for you guys. The very first thing that I want to mention when it comes to your questions, be specific as possible. That really helps Kerrigan connect better, and it's just really good if you include your full name. So, and just to give you guys like a little tip, I normally gravitate towards the questions that are more specific and mention names. And then I also want to mention that we are not doing any health questions. So, no things about fertility or COVID or anything like that. And no legal questions when it comes to like court cases or law or anything like that. But everything else is up for grabs. So, love, I have a feeling we're going to be getting a lot of love and relationship questions today. Money, your future, career, anything like that is totally up for grabs. And you're going to want to stay here the full hour because the last 15 minutes we are going to be doing something with animal spirit guides, and Kerrigan is going to help you connect them. So definitely encourage you guys to stay here for that. And without any further ado, Kerrigan, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, awesome. Let's pull up the first question. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. I have one from Raquel. She is from YouTube and she says, Happy Valentine's Day. I would like to know when will I have my chance at true love with my soulmate?
Okay, I take that as you haven't met your soulmate yet. Um, so when, like a time frame when you would? They're making me I'm hearing it, but they're also making me see a calendar flip and it's flipping many pages. So that tells me it landed it landed in December, January timeframe is when you would meet that person that just it's a sudden impact of energy. I feel the reason why the timeline is a little bit longer is because I know you've like probably, said, hey guys, help me out here, please. This is what I need. This is what I need. But there's still more things that you're forgetting about what you need. And I strongly feel that life experiences are going to fine tune what you need. So your order isn't completely put in with the spiritual waitress yet, so to speak. Like it's not completely full. But they're saying here over the next months, you will have major life experiences that impact you to know, well, I needed to add that to the list. I need to add before I put my order in, like 100% final answer. I need to have these life experiences to be able to say humor, sense of humor, no drama, all these other washboards of things. Like there's a few more experiences, life experiences that you need to have to where you come to that realization that you don't you just you need to have extras in your recipe of that true love and soulmate situation. Now, just because they were a soulmate in a past life, because we all know that's what soulmates are. Okay, they can be lovers, they could be friends, they could be parents, they could be siblings, family members. The soulmate is not just about love. It isn't. Please understand that. I have a very strong connection with a very good friend named Carol. Well, I know Carol and I were probably best friends in a past life. So when you have these strong connections with people, understand that those are soulmate situations too. But in your case, 100%, I do feel like you will revisit that energy flow, that multidimensional shift to where you do finally connect to your soulmate. And here you are saying, I need this, I need this, I need this. And then poof, that energy that after you realize exactly what it is you need, it's almost like the spirits are like, here, you are granted. Does that, I hope that makes sense because it's exactly what I'm pulling through with that part of it. And I'll leave it at that for you, but thank you for your question.
Awesome. Okay. moving on to the next question. We have one from Jennifer from Facebook. She says, "Hello, Kerrigan. Love when you're on the lives. I'm wondering if my mama Wilma is coming through today, and if she had any word on whether or not we will be moving home to be with my grandpa, and if so, the timeline."
So we've got Jennifer. I'm going to do some automatic writing real quick. Jennifer
Good.
and Wilma. August. They showed me August, and they showed me a lot of geese. I started to actually write a picture of like the weather birds that fly. Well, they used to fly south when it was getting cold. But yes, it is. It's the August time frame for you to be moving home to be with him. Well, so this is a strange part about this. So I saw the geese, and we know they fly south. I wonder if Jennifer's going south, or if Grandfather Joe lives in the south, and if so, that's a double confirmation.
Yeah.
But understand, Jennifer, too. You might have. I'm not saying everything is predestined. This isn't a blueprint. Like, hey, you're moving in August, and if you don't move in August, you're never ever going. I'm not saying that. Because life happens and we have free will, and that could change it a little bit by some decisions that you make. But I don't foresee you making any bad decisions or any crisis emotional situations happening that would prolong it. Then it could be all the way into the end of August, which August has 31 days.
Yeah.
So it could be that too. But I'm very curious, just because I like to debunk myself a lot. I really do. For whatever reason, the past 3 weeks, I'm just like, no, let me debunk that. Let me take it a step further and get that double confirmation. But I'd love to know if you could write that in the comments, and if we catch it, that'd be super cool. I'd love to know if you're actually going south or if he lives in south, because I'm not sure why I saw the geese and they used to fly south.
That's so fascinating. Yeah, Jennifer, definitely let us know. I'll be searching for your comment so we can pull that up and bring that up again. But just really quick, because I would love to learn more about this, and I'm sure our viewers would love to learn more about this as well. But how exactly do automatic writings work?
Well, it kind of looked like this. Jennifer, and that's my interpretation.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, I mean, I know I'm not Pablo Picasso or, anything like that. But yeah, this is like the head and the neck, and it was the wings. And then I saw what I was seeing while I was seeing it. When the spirits were showing it to me, I was actually writing it down.
Oh my
so,
gosh.
yeah. And that's what I love about chat, because I could sit here and automatic write and really get 100% accurate. And I'm just going to say I'm going to own it. 100% accuracy, like confirmations that blow our minds on California Psychics with the person that's chatting with me over the phone. But I love phone readings too, but it's the automatic writing in that chat feature that we've added that's amazing, that I feel like I'm at my best. I really do.
That's so awesome. So awesome. And while we're on the topic of California Psychics, I just want to remind everybody that we do have a promo code for all of our new customers. So if you are new to the California Psychics realm, go ahead and log onto our website after the live and create an account. Use promo code LIVE5, and you guys will get $5 added to your account. And with some of our psychics, $5 can go a long way. So definitely encourage you guys to do that after our little live stream today. But let's dive back into the questions. Let's find another fun one. Dun, 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 dun. I have one from Alexis from Facebook, and she says, "Hello guys, happy Valentine's Day. Any news from my mom, Jessica, or any news for 2022?
I'm going to see. I'm going to use some divination tools real quick to jump into mediumship. Just one moment. Spirits here in this room, please guide me, show me where Jessica is that's related to Alexis, that is my energy field right now. Could you please give me any messages? Could you please show me any messages? Could you please? Please. Thank you. So first of all, she's saying that a lot of emotional healing and balance with you, Jessica or Alexis. 100%. I do feel like when you are laying down at night, because I'm channeling this from her and other guides and spirits that are here in the room. When you are laying down at night and you're not shutting down. You're not, your brain is just not shutting down. And I'm not a medical doctor, but I'm telling you, you got a lot of thoughts going on in your head. So she actually showed me her coming in and sweeping when you finally fall asleep, because she's saying you're tossing and you're turning. You're like one of those old 50s and 60s song. What a tossing and turn. Anyway, she's because maybe that was her favorite song. I don't know why I said that. But she's what do you call this when somebody, she's doing this to your forehead? I don't know what you would call it, but like she's sweeping it away, like she's pulling or nurturing you, coddling you, and just I guess, when I was a mother, I did that to my babies after a long night where they weren't able to, calm down, and I would still be in the motion of trying to soothe. That's the word. Sorry, soothe you. She's trying to soothe you. But there's an association with Christopher with you. And if it hasn't happened yet, he's either going to come back. I don't feel, unless you're going to be traveling and it's St. Christopher that I'm picking up. I'm not 100% sure. But she's actually showing me 2 children. She's saying there's something to do with 2 children. So if you do have a sibling that's very close to you in age, tell them that she loves them too. If that's the case, if it's not, then maybe you have a sibling in the spirit realm, and if that's the case, they are together. But she says she has great intentions for you. This is really cool. I just saw this. This is like a vision. She's holding 2 candles like right here, and she's bringing them closer and closer and closer together. So you've been needing something. You've been asking for something. I feel like it's it has to do with rebalancing, recalibrating romance and love. Like you don't feel like cheerio and all that jazz. You're not feeling it. Okay. So your energy is a little bit down, and I feel like you've drawn back from being your full person of love. So she's saying it's getting closer. You're getting closer to being more balanced in that department with somebody that reciprocates that back to you. Unless she's bringing in new love, but I'm not 100% feeling that. I feel like it's more you and somebody that is already in your vibe. It's like kind of like refreshing, restarting, rejumping. That's it. That side of it. But for 2022, maybe it was the Christopher that came up for travel. Honest to goodness, maybe it was. Unless you know Christopher that is close to you, associated with you somehow. It isn't just like Christopher that's down at the end of the cube all the way at the end of the hall. It's not like that. So don't be looking for it like that. Like if the name strikes you, then it means that's good energy. There's going to be good like doorways opening for you. Whether that person says something to you and it inspires you and it just puts you on this wild rampage of success or regaining things that you'd like to do, like that part of it. There's a lot there. I think, but the biggest thing is you will be calming down this year. Things are going to start to balance out this year. Not this one, but for 2022. Wait, we are in 2022, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Time flies.
Yeah.
No, you're totally fine.
I'm not really good with numbers. Don't ask me, like, am I getting my raise? What's it gonna be?
Oh my God.
I got no clue. But no, for 2022, there's some travel for sure. But I also feel like you as a person are going to grow more, and you're going to really shed like that old skin and be reborn again into a bigger, better, you, more balanced you. And it's just going to seem easier too. It is. You're going to have a few, I'm hearing Edwin say you're going to have a few, two different career opportunities where doorways open for you. If you want to take them, if you don't want to, you don't have to. You don't have, and it's not going to mess anything up. But it might be fun to try something new. I'll leave you with that.
Absolutely. Well, we hope that helps, Alexis. And if you want more insight, you can always book a call with Kerrigan. Kerrigan, would you remind the viewers and Alexis your hours and your schedule for the next couple days?
I'm going to be able to do chat in the mornings for
Okay.
the next couple of days. I'm probably going to be able to log in and take calls on the weekend.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's find us another question. Let's keep chugging along. We have one from Steph from YouTube, and she says, "Hi, Kerrigan. How does my crush Ryan feel about me? Thank you so much."
Well, that's easy. That's super easy. Well, Steph, I'll tell you, Ryan has a crush on you too. Okay, but
Oh.
Ryan, is he going to react upon it? Is your real question. When's he going to do it? You know. So, I mean, how does he feel about you? Yeah, that's so simple. He crushes on you too. I don't feel like he thinks you're crazy lady or anything like that. I don't feel that at all. I don't feel like you've overstepped any boundaries with him. I feel like you're the lead, you're the dominant one, you're the one that knows what you want when you want it, and your expectations are pretty tight. Ryan's still trying to figure out who he is, and what are his expectations for himself. So that's where it might clash. But you're still crushing on each other. So crush as long as you can, flirt as long as you can, date as long as you can. You see what I'm saying? This, and I tell everybody this. My grandmother taught me this many moons ago. If you take it slow, it'll grow. If you move too fast, it don't last. Okay, and that's the truth. It is. It's the truth with anything. If you rush through something, you're going to do a sloppy job, and that you're not going to put all of your time and energy into it. The only thing that might happen, stuff between you and Ryan on the in between, is if you take it slower. You know how it is when you really like somebody, you get alone with them and stuff happens, and so that might complicate things a little bit, but it's not a bad thing. But then you start to question, am I good enough? What's the next step? Because society makes us, honest to God, we conform to the norms of society. Society tells us we have to, go to school, we have to go to college, we have to get married by this time frame, we have to do this and this and this. I don't work like that. Okay. And I don't expect anybody else to work like that. I think we need to do things in our own time. Okay. So you don't have to have these expectations like, oh my gosh, by the time I'm this age, I have to do this and this and this. Please, everybody that's listening, and Steph, thank you for triggering me to say this. Please do not do that. Do it when you need to do it. You're the only person that can feel good about the decisions that you make. Okay, don't be pressured. Don't feel pressure. Okay, by what your friends are doing or what your school teachers told you to do or anything like that. Don't ever do that to yourself, because it's not going to be a good result. Just do you when you can do you. Okay. It's important. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot that could go on with you and Ryan. You might, the other side of that, which is probably about 40% right now, 40% on a scale of 1 to 100. You might get frustrated with Ryan and be like, this guy's moving too slow and I'm going to move on. And if that's the case, that's okay too, because you have to do that for you. But right now, live it up with the roof down, because you two are having a good time and there's no reason to never have a good time when you're crushing on somebody, because that's like the ultimate high. It really
Yeah.
is. Like you're
So
high
true.
on love. Yeah.
So
So
true.
continue it, let him lead. Don't be frustrated if he doesn't lead like right off the rip. Don't be frustrated about that. Just keep going in the pace that you're going.
I love that advice. So true. So very true. Let's see. We have about 125 people watching right now across Facebook and YouTube. Shout out to Kelly from YouTube, Sony from Facebook, Brittany from Facebook, Jasmine from YouTube. Thank you guys so much for spending a little part of your Valentine's Day with us. Tap the screen, follow our profiles, be sure to subscribe to our channel. We are so grateful for you guys. Without you guys, we would not be able to come on every Monday and do this live stream. So thank you guys so much. And without any further ado, let's find another question. I have one from Katrina right here from Facebook. I am desperately seeking for a property every day, but not having much luck, and I'm scared I will end up on the streets with my son. Please, can you let me know if you see us moving out anytime? Or see us moving out anytime?
It's the end of March. And I heard Florida. I don't know what the association is. I don't know if you're in Florida or if that's an option for you, but I heard Florida and I felt like it too. Um, you're not taking much with you. You're not. There's not a lot that you don't. They're saying you don't. You can leave all of the baggage behind, is what they're saying. And the way that I take that is you and your son and what you need, the necessities of what you need. Um, but they're saying too that you will be provided. You will be provided for. Is was I that just came in like a disembodied voice. You will be provided for 100%. That's and then they just gave me the blank screen, like when the movie's done, the white screen. It's
Yeah.
there's no more information there.
Wow. 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 Well, keep us updated, Katrina.
Good
We're
luck.
in our
Don't
thoughts.
be
Yeah.
discouraged. Don't just
Good luck.
do what you got to do to make it through. You're strong.
For sure. For sure. Let's see. I have another question from Mirna. I think that's how you pronounce it. Mirna. Hello, my name is Mirna. I've been dating a guy named Nick. He's been asking for us to get a place together. How do you see us doing in our relationship?
I feel like it's going to be good. Nick is a good person. Nick wants to provide. Now, Nick is not going to make all of the choices and decisions, and you will have a Nick will actually ask you, what do you think about this? What would you're going to meet each other in the middle on a lot of things. But understand you're still going to be able to call the shots because you have to call the shots. That's how you feel like you're in control. So, that's all right, girl, because I'm the same way. But it's you're going to have to be flexible with Nick because Nick's, he's going to be flexible with you. You have to be flexible with him. Getting a place, yes, I do feel like it's going to be a very nice place. I see a lot of sunshine coming through the kitchen, and it's a wide space kitchen. It's not like a closed in little thing. It's almost like it's there's a lot of sunlight coming in, so there's got to be windows coming from somewhere, maybe even up in the ceiling. I'm not 100% sure. But the relationship's going to continue, and through thick and thin, you're both going to grow. I will tell you this, life will happen to where you both have to be together, but might feel like you're alone together. If that makes sense. That's an old Anook song. And it's called Alone Together, like they were together, but they felt alone. You might get to that point. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. You might, the spirits are talking to me here. You might get to that. You will get to that point. They're not saying Mike, they're saying Kerrigan, tell her the truth. You will get to that point probably within 2 to 3 years. And when you do remember me telling you this, you'll work through it. That's when you have to start to you're going to want to build each other up. You're both going to want to be successfully driven. And he has his own thing and you have your own thing. And that's the only thing that's going to divide and separate you is what you do for a living and what he does. But both of you are going to want to climb up the ladder and be so focused on that because you both are going to have this mindset is we have to build more on top of the foundation of love. Here's the foundation of love. Here's the moving in. That's 5 or 6 other layers of bricks, right? And you're just going to keep climbing. You're going to keep building. They didn't build, how does that old saying go? They didn't build Rome in 7 days. I think that's how it is. So understand that you just don't be instant gratification because you know what? At best, we have 80, 90 years as human being on this earth. At best, some people 109 years old. God, I hope that doesn't happen to me. But at best, that's what we have. That's what we have. And there's no need to rush it. There isn't. There's absolute once you get you two are going to be all fine. It's going to be great. You're picking out the colors to your dresses that your bridesmaids are going to wear and all that. That's all going to happen. Okay. All your families are going to gather. Yeah, there's going to be family drama. There always is. You don't need a psychic to tell you that. But I'm just reminding you when you get there. But the both of you will stand back to back forever and ever. Amen. And I don't normally see I don't normally see that forever and ever, amen, because it doesn't really happen that much nowadays. People get upset, like how when you two are going to be going upward for success, that's when breakups happen. That's when I hate yous happen. You know what I'm saying? That's when, oh, let me look at this person to distract myself because I don't feel good about myself. And then you end up in bed with them. You know, that's not cool, but you two aren't going to do that. Both of you are going to work through it. So it's going to be good. There.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah.
Especially on Valentine's Day, Mirna. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Definitely keep us updated. And I also have a little update from Jennifer. Jennifer Coates here to answer your geese question. She is from the South and her grandpa, it seems like, lives in Vegas. It says, my grandpa is West, but there are so many geese in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
So that is funny.
That's great. Well, that's good. Okay,
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah, I wonder where those geese came from. I was like, what is
this? So fascinating. I love that. Okay, I see a lot of good questions, guys, but remember, if your name is not in your profile, please be sure to include that in your question. Let's see, I have one from Ashley, and she says, hi, Kerrigan, happy V-Day. Can we please connect with my grandmother? You know her well. Her name is Lovey Dell.
Thank you so much. Every time. That's so cool. I do know Lovey Dell. Yeah, we did last month's Facebook Live, the month before that, the month before. Girl, you might want to start playing the lottery. You always get picked. All right, Ashley. Oh, Lovey Dell. Hey, Miss Lovey Dell. Where are you? She says she's okay. She says she's doing good. She says you've slowed it down a little bit. She says she's been trying to remove obstacles from your course of action. She don't like that guy you're talking to at all. She says, you know, you were raised better than that. She says, he's just off, honey. He's off. There's something about him. He's off. And she said that she's trying to make sure that you see that, but you're not paying attention to that. And she says that she hopes that you can. I think it's somebody that it isn't. Yeah. She says this is somebody new. They're off. They're just off. But she does say that I don't know if you have blue fingernails. I keep seeing blue fingernails for some reason. The nice ones, like they just came out of the salon. She's saying that you're going to be having a visit. You're going to be going to the families, like part of your family members. You will be visiting family members. She says that's coming up too. She said, and enjoy it. Even the ones that are close to you, enjoy it. But I feel like there's travel to see a family member or something like that. It's not a family gathering. It's a specific family member that you might take by and see en route or something like that. But take time for that. She says, take time take time for everyone in the family is what she says. And check in with others in the family. And I think you've been writing things down, not to forget them, but actually writing down. I don't think it's just feelings. I feel it's more expression. And you know what, Ashley? There's something to do with education. There is. I don't know if you just received a new promotion or if you're in classes, but there's something to do with education because she said school. She said school. Be careful. Be careful you're spending, is what she said. She showed me an old school checkbook, and she said, manage it better. Don't buy the Louis Vuitton this month, honey. Wait until, spring. I'm being honest with you. Don't just tighten up the strings for a couple minutes until spring. Really, is I'm being serious. That's what she said. Yeah. That's she's like, she said, I have to go now. She said, I have to go now. Toodaloo. Because I was playing with her a couple of times, like she actually showed up in another reading. She showed up in another reading. And I said, Miss Loveydown, what are you doing here? It's like, you just can't pop into my home and my office whenever you want to.
Oh
I
my
said,
gosh.
that's a technical foul spiritually. And she's like, I just wanted to see you. Toodaloo. And I said, toodaloo.
She sounds hilarious. Oh
It's
my
funny.
gosh.
Yeah, she
Oh
just,
my
when she comes in, it feels like Mary Poppins came in and just made
oh,
everything wonderful. Yeah,
oh.
she's just, that's how she is. And she's with you 100%, Ashley. She is. She's been trying to remove obstacles and give you signs and visions and probably make you feel cold, or give
Hmm.
you the chills when, somebody's walking in the room and you need to stay away from them. And I
Hmm.
feel like whoever that guy is, she doesn't think they're a good person, and I trust her judgment. If she doesn't think they're a good person, then you got to be careful with that person. It's an older guy, this not older like, our dads, but I would say probably 30s maybe, or late 20s going into 30s, and just eh, his hair kind of reminds me of a tamed down Jimi Hendrix. Jimmy would always wear his hair out, crazy because he was a rock star. This is tamed down a little bit. That's all I can pick up with who it was. But I saw you two talking in a kitchen, and it really wasn't a good conversation.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Very interesting. I always love mediumship. I find it so fascinating and a good way for some closure. So
I hope that
awesome.
helped. Yeah, I hope that helped, Ashley.
Yeah, me too. Just a very quick reminder for all of the new people that are joining us. We do have a promo code for those that are new to California Psychics. So if you want to go ahead and go to our website, californiapsychics.com, after this live, create an account. You can use the promo code LIVE5 and get $5 automatically added to your account. And again, with our introductory packages, $5 can take you a pretty long way with some of our psychics. So definitely recommend you guys doing that after the live, of course. And I see we have about 129 people watching right now, which is awesome. Keep the likes coming, keep the follows coming. It helps us and it lets us, keep coming back every Monday and doing this for you guys. And then again, Kerrigan, will you just remind everybody of your schedule for the next couple days?
Yeah, mornings I'll be on chat. And then the weekend I'm going to do some calls. Probably on Sunday, I'll be able to do some calls.
Awesome. Well, we have Kerrigan's profile linked in our post, so be on the lookout for that, and you can schedule a call that way. But let's get back into the questions. It seems like we have 10 more minutes, and then we can dive into the animal spirit guide thing that we mentioned a little bit earlier. So let's move on. I have a question from Abigail from Facebook, and she says, why did my boyfriend just break up with me last night? Is it over for good?
I don't know, honey. I need his first name.
Abigail, if you could give us his first name, that would be awesome. In the meantime, I will click on another question, but I'll keep an eye out for your comment, Abigail. Let's see. I have one from Melissa. Hello, Kerrigan. Love our chats that we have had. Love question here. Been talking to a guy named Jim for a while. Why is he so hot and cold? Is there a future love there? Both Libras.
I'm a Libra too. 3 Libras. That's a Tool song. I'm sorry. Okay, so actually it was a Perfect Circle song. Okay, so Melissa, Jim's hot and cold because he gets close to you and then he realizes that he has to like do his 100% best and meet all expectations. And he's scared that if he doesn't, then he's going to get in trouble because that's the way he was when he was growing up. So yes, he loves you, and yes, he's attracted to you on many different levels. But he's just struggling with the idea of forever and ever, amen. He sees it. He sees your image in it. He thinks you two are really cool together. He truly does. But I don't feel like he wants to cross you. Like if he let you down with an expectation, you'd be an emotion. I mean, if it was a big one, you'd be emotional, but anybody would, but you'd really be emotional. Okay. And that's what he's scared of. So, I like Jim. I feel like you need to stay on the course of action with him, and both of you really try to communicate with each other. And even if you have to communicate like in a very monotone voice and say, "Hey, Jim, let's do monotone tonight so we don't read between the lines on what each other is saying." And sometimes I do that with friends too that are having difficulties and struggles, and they're like, I'm just so emotional right now. I can't, if whatever I say, it's going to sound a different way because all my emotions are behind it. So that's when you take it down a few steps. And you remember that Visine commercial, Bueller, how he's, just stood up and talked and it was so boring it could make somebody fall asleep. That's how you two need to do a therapy session like that with each other. Okay. It's very important to say, hey, let's play a game. Let's talk to each other like a robot, and let's ask each other really hard questions. And then that way we can't read between the lines on the inflectuations of our voices. That gives it away, because you can take somebody 3 different ways with just how they move, how they talk, all of that stuff. And if you're, I'm not saying you're insecure, Melissa, but if you would be insecure at that point in time, or Jim would be insecure at that point in time, guess what? It's going to be taken the wrong way. And then guess what? Both of you are going to be running around like puppy dog chasing your tails, trying to figure out, why'd he do that? Why'd she do that? So, I mean, that's just one good thing that I use with friends that I think is very effective. And then you laugh about it after it's over with. You ask the hard questions. It's uncomfortable for 15, 20 minutes. And then you're like, you sounded like, one of the Toy Story robots, and then start laughing and kind of playing that way. You have to bring in the hard questions, and then you got to play to make the balance. Without the sun, there's no moon, right? And we need that balance. So, why is he so? I'm telling you, he's hot and cold because he's scared he's going to fail at meeting your expectations. And then you're going to be heartbroken. Then he's going to feel like a pile of cat puke. And then it's just not going to be good at all. And it's going to take, instead of moving forward, it's going to pull you guys back 4 or 5 steps to where you have to refresh, restart like a computer and do it all over again. And that's just, I'm telling you, Melissa, that's the way he saw it happen in his home. He saw those behaviors, and that's what he thinks. Like, I can't meet those expectations. If grandma didn't tell grandpa to take the trash out, and if she told him to take it out at 5 o'clock and he didn't do it, all heck broke loose. And that's what he's scared of. He's scared of failing at those expectations. That's really what it is. But I hope that helps, and try that technique. Please do. I know it sounds weird and it might be a little awkward, but once you two get done with it, when you're having bad days, you can talk. It sounds crazy. It sounds like Mork and Mindy, but you can really talk to each other like that. It truly does work. But I'll leave you with that, and I hope I helped.
Awesome. Keep us updated, Melissa, for sure. And just to circle back to the question that I had prior to Melissa with Abigail, we have a name. His name is Michael. So they broke up yesterday, and she wants to know why, or are they going to get back together?
You're not going to like what I have to feel, or what I'm feeling. You're not going to like it, honey. Yeah, you'll try to, you'll get back together, but you're still going to fight with each other. Because this has been a long time coming. It has been. You both of you have been not. You want a lot more, and he wants to do things with you too. He does, but if he gives you a mile, you want 2 miles, honey. You at this point in the game, you have to be able to set your boundaries. Now, why did he break up with you yesterday? You want the truth? It's because today's Valentine's Day, and he doesn't feel like he's good enough for any of that. Will you kiss and make up? Yeah, you will. Absolutely. But are you going to continue to fight? Yeah, you will. And is it worth it? Do you just walk away right now? Lick your wounds? I would, but I'm not you. And I don't feel like you do. So it's easier said than done. But is it the best thing to do? Absolutely it is. Because you deserve somebody that's on the same level as you. You deserve to have what you put out reciprocated. And I'm not saying that Michael's a bad person, because he's not. He's just not as he's just not as mature as you are. Okay. And I'm candy coating that because we're live, but he's not. When it comes to relationships and expectations, he's free. He needs to feel free. And you weren't making him feel free. And he never, but what are you going to do when he says, hey, I'll show up at 7 o'clock as an example, and he doesn't? I mean, yeah, that's going to get under your skin. I can see one or two. Okay, three strikes you're out, but you let it, the failed expectations that you had because of his behaviors and what he did, his actions, that's still inside of you, and he knows that hurt you too. But I'm telling you 100%, he broke up because it's Valentine's Day. There's not another person. Don't think there's another person out there, because there's not. He just didn't want to deal with it. He did not want to deal with it. I'm going to tell you, if your partner, even in the beginning of the game, isn't wanting to deal with it, then what's that tell you? You know, Abigail, I was 43 years old when I got married. 43. I was an old woman. Okay. And I'm telling you what, you have time, but you give yourself enough time to find the person that matches what you need, not what you want. I'm serious, not what you want. You don't want arm candy. What's arm candy going to do? We're going to be old and shriveled up in a couple more years, right? Truthfully, you don't want that. You want somebody that you can connect with up here on so many, and right here on so many levels. Okay. Because beauty is only skin deep. It truly is. And Dolly Parton said that, and that's the truth. But you have, I know.
I love Dolly.
I used to lie and say she was my mom.
Oh my God. That is too funny. She's all of our moms. She's all of our aunties.
Yeah, when I was in second grade.
Oh my God.
But anyway, I lost topic. I got on Dolly. But honestly, honey, it's because of Valentine's Day. I'm going to say it one more time. You two will make up. You'll kiss, you'll make up. But these problems are still going to be there. They're still going to be there. And I can see your little picture over there. You're very, very pretty. You got no issues trying to find somebody, or somebody else trying to find you and woo you like Gaston. And, it's going to be great. I mean, it's going to be great. But you're attached to him. Are you really attached to him, or are you attached to him? Okay. I'll leave you with that. I know it's not what you wanted to hear, but I'm not gonna candy coat it all the way and lie to you. I can't, because I want you to be your best. Every human being has an opportunity to be their best. Whether they choose to do so is up to them. But I'll at least give you what I feel 100%, and I hope that it helps.
Absolutely. Abigail, I definitely encourage you to do some self-love today on this Valentine's Day. Take a bath, drink some tea, read a good book a call with one of our psychics too. That could probably help. But just love yourself today. That's so important. But it looks like we have about 14 minutes left. So I think it is a perfect time to dive into the animal spirit guides. Kerrigan, do you want to talk a little bit more about what that is and how this is going to work? I figure we can probably just call out names, and then you could do the book thing that you were mentioning earlier.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. So a long time ago in my 20s, I found this book. It's Stephen Farmer, PhD, Animal Spirit Guides. And so I read this book over and over and over and over again. It's an amazing book. So when my friends come to me and they're having difficulties, and I've been, doing psychic readings all day, and I can't do them anymore, I started to pull out this book, and I'll be like, here, take this, and just do this a few times, and ask the spirits to show you what you need to know through the spirit animals, right? Show me what I need to know. And then poof, there's the lark. And then they could actually read the messages and stuff like that and get some type of confirmation. Now, a lot of people that do call in here at California Psychics, they are always asking me, what's my spirit animal? How can I pay attention to, what kind of signs will, Grandma Frances bring me? What kind of signs should I look for? Signs with animal spirit guides are so profound and what a major, major blessing they are. And I'll tell you something. I was thinking last summer, I need to make this move. I need to make this change, but I'm not sure if I can make the change or if I should make the change. So I went outside at sunrise. I sat in the sun while it came up and I said, God, show me, with no doubt, a turtle on my front porch. And then I'll know to do it. So the first thing that came up was a picture from my neighbor that lives like 5 or 6 miles in the woods down that way. And he said, I took the picture of this turtle last year and I thought it was really cool and I wanted to share it with you. And I'm like, holy cow, Psychic Roman, look at this. You know what I mean? So I then was just like, okay, all right. Okay. That's the first sign. But again, I don't know why I do this to myself. I always need double confirmation. So I said, okay, do it one more time. It's like speaking to a spirit through a REM pod. Could you light that up one more time, please? Just one more time. So I think that's maybe where it's been coming from. But I walked outside on my patio in the back, and there was this turtle that was there, and his eye was tore apart, and I picked him up, and I nurtured him, and I loved him, and I took care of him. So after I got him settled for a little bit in a safe place, I knew I had to run downtown and have lunch with my friend Richard. So Richard was miraculously at the zoo and he hands me this information about turtles, 3 confirmations. I made the choice. It was a good choice. That's what they do. So, like, animal spirit guides could be our deceased loved ones. They could be our ancestors. It could just be because we are from the land. We are from this earth. Okay. And animals are so important. Please always, always, and some people are allergic to them, but at least put them in the hands of good humans that can care for them because it's so important. But anyway, if anybody has any questions on what their animal spirit guide is, I will raise the vibe in this room and I will raise some energy up in this piece and we will find out and I'll do it and I'll just feel when to stop for you. And then we'll stop and I'll tell you. Awesome. Now, if there's something that comes up medical, I'm going to skip it. Okay. Because I don't do medical and I do not do legal at all.
Awesome. Yeah, I can see a lot of people are wanting their spirit guide in the comments. I have Andrea from YouTube. Happy Valentine's Day. Could I have an animal spirit guide?
Okay, Andrea, we'll do a N D R E A. All right, that's an extra page. You have the cougar. It's the cougar. So let me tell you what that means real quick. So you're being called to provide leadership to your family and to your workforce, friends, community, and the world as a whole. So there's a lot of leadership that's going there, and they're saying stop procrastinating. You have to stop procrastinating with respect to important tasks and just get it done. Stay strong, clear, and assertive to those who are asking you to demand the change when you're not ready to. You have to move forward with faith, courage, and keep your eyes on your goal. So you need to call upon this cougar to help you when you need to feel strength and assertiveness to deal with challenging situations. But you are definitely looking like you're going to lead. You will be leading your family. You will be leading your friends. You'll be leading your community. Pretty big job here. You'll be leading the whole entire world. So, I mean, we all just don't lead the world at once. There's so many different countries and everybody has leaders, but we can lead our communities. We can lead our friends to be better people too. And that's just like, I guess, to the big wigs for small stuff, but it's really not. It's really not small stuff. But yeah, check it out. Animal Spirit Guides. If you want to learn more, I think they even have an ebook. I know they have an ebook because I've got them on every device. Okay. Even my cell phone. Yeah, but it's Stephen D. Farmer, PhD. I love this guy so much. I love him. I've not never met him. I've never spoke to him, but he's been a major impact in my life.
Wow. That's so cool. I'm definitely going to have to buy a copy of that book on Amazon or something after this, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I have another one from Jess from YouTube. I'm so curious to know what my spirit animal is. Thank you so much.
Okay. So Jay. Please show me for Jess Morgan. Oh, it's the gorilla. I love the gorilla. I love it. Okay, I'm sorry. This is where you see my geekness come out. All right. So you have to be clear and concise with your communication. No, no more swaying back and forth. Just straightforward, to the point, clear, concise, no extra details. It's very important at this time for you to also listen carefully and speak sparingly. It's now more than ever. It's important to respect yourself and extend the respect to everybody that you come into contact with at work, not personally, at work. You will be experiencing a heightened sense of clairaudience. Holy moly, Mother of God, you're actually going to be hearing spirits speak to you, and you're probably going to think, oh my God, am I going crazy? Do I need to see somebody? Honey, no, you don't. This is very legit stuff that I'm telling you. Remember, I was a psychologist for years and years and years, and once this all happened with California Psychics, goodbye nonprofits. So anyway, but I'm telling you, you're not going to think you're crazy. You're just not going to think you're crazy. Just don't. Please do not. So if you're experiencing a heightened sense of clairaudience, listen closely for messages and signs to come through for healing and hearing. Take the action about your environmental concerns, whether recycling, otherwise participating and cleaning up the environment. So it's almost like you're going to have that clairaudience come through, the spirits talking to you about what to do environmentally, which we all need to be very conscious about that. But yeah, and he's going to help you. Look at King Kong's going to help you here. You know, I love him. I love the gorilla. Every time I go to the zoo, I'm like, oh, let me get you.
They're so cool. I love it.
Yeah, but yeah, check it out. I mean, you can even do like a, like gorilla. Put it in Google and look up images like gorilla oracle cards or whatever, and see what other oracle cards say about the gorilla too. But I mean, it's pretty cool, and he is going to be your power animal for probably the next 2-3 years, because you have to stand up and you have to take that leadership, and I think you will. I really think you will.
Wow.
Yeah,
so cool. I have another one from Hala. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Hello, can I have an animal spirit guide, please? Thank you.
Okay, the deer. Wow. Okay, before I even read you this, I have to tell you exactly what the deer is. Deer comes from, in my environment, in my land, the deer comes from the Native Americans. And when a deer comes upon your property, it means your property is blessed. You're receiving blessings from the deer. When a deer lays down in your property, that means that you have many, many, many more blessings coming. It's a major, major thing. So anyway, so you have been involved with some aggressive, negative circumstances that you need to seek out and be safe. Nurturing situations and people is most important. More than ever, you need to trust your gut instinct. You are poised for an enticing adventure. That sounds like fun. One that will take you down many different paths and lead you to important insights. Be gentle with yourself and others. So you're like the cougar, right? You're coming at people aggressively because you're successful, but you gotta calm it down a little bit with the deer and just think Bambi when you're talking to people. Honestly, I have to do that sometimes when I'm talking to people that are hard. I have to pretend like they're my 3-year-old granddaughter. I love her so much, and then I have to pretend like they're there so I can love them that much to get through it. I'm being honest, and that's what you have to do with the deer. Pretend like it's Bambi when you just can't take it anymore. But yeah, you have some major changes coming too. So I feel like you just, even if you see a deer on a billboard sign, if you see it on a magazine, if you see Bambi literally come up on TV or something, or if you're at work and somebody passes you like a Post-it note or something like this, and how it has a kitty cat on it, yours has a deer on it, know that you're on track. Like that's what the spirit animals do. Like we can also manifest to get the confirmation that we're supposed to go here, here, or here. But you can also, after you get there, and there, you can also have the animal spirit guides come to you in little forms, little ways. Like, say, for instance, your candle has a koala bear on it, right? So, and you were like, no, the koala bear is your spirit animal. It just means you're still on track. You're still move forward. It hasn't completely manifested. They're not leaving your side. There's still more things to come. That's what all of that means. I could talk for hours about animal spirit guides. It's
awesome.
So cool.
Yeah, it really is. We have about 2 minutes left. Maybe we could do one last quick one.
Yeah, for sure.
I have one from Cynthia from YouTube. She says, I've never heard of this before. Please tell me what my spirit animal is. Thank you.
Okay. Well, now I found some of my Ted Andrews spirit animal cards. So we're actually going to do like a shuffle here, and I'm going to pull in different energies instead of using the Stephen Farmer book, which is my favorite. Let's see. Cynthia. You have two. You have the wolf and you have the raccoon. So I want you to know the wolf is letting you know at all times you're safe and you're protected at all times. So the wolf is one of mine too. Just me. The raccoon, you have all of the resources that you need right now. You do. You have every one of them that you need. I know there's a glare on there because these are really expensive cards. But yeah, you have all the resources. So when you see the raccoon come up, and God, I hope you're not in a hot tub, or if you are, you have a water hose, and get back, fat boy Slim. You know, that's a story of my life. Fat boy Slim and I are friends. But yes, if that happens, like you see one, you like a picture shows up, billboard shows up, magazine or something, that just means that you're on track or they're with you. And call on them when you need them. Like call on their energy when you need them. Maybe next Facebook Live we can do like folklore of fairies and all of that stuff too, because that's some really cool stuff as well.
Totally, for sure. Well, it just hit 4:00 my time. I'm in California. It's been an amazing hour. We hope many of you enjoyed this. Thank you so much, Kerrigan, for doing this with us. One last time, will you just remind everybody of your schedule for the next couple of days in case people want to come and book a call with you?
Sure. The morning time for the rest of the week is going to be chat, and then I'll probably be taking calls on Sunday. Can I say something really cool?
Absolutely.
Thank you. I just wanted to give you an applause for, helping me and this being your first gig doing this.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
You did great. And everybody, please give her some hands. Show her some love.
You are so sweet. Thank you so much. Yes, this was my first one, but I'm glad that I did it with you. You're awesome. You're so
thank you. Thank you.
And then really quick, just want to remind you guys, for those that are new to California Psychics, we do have an awesome promo code. Go ahead and go on to californiapsychics.com now that the live is over and create an account. Use promo code LIVE5 and you guys will get $5 added to your account. So definitely encourage all of the new folks to do that. And then one last reminder that I have for you guys, we will not be here live next Monday, but we will be live on February 28th, same time, same place with Psychic Suki. So we will see you then. And I hope everybody has a great rest of your day and a very, very happy Valentine's Day. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.